Hello everybody, welcome back. Today we're playing 12 is Better Than 6 for our achievement hunting series. There are about 40 something achievements for this game and we're going to try and get them all. Most of them are like kill achievements, so get 10 kills, 15, 100 for the various weapons in the game. So a lot of them are easy to get just through the course of playing. In fact, I'd say most of them are really easy to get. And there's only one achievement I kind of had to cheese, but that was near the end, and I'll explain why. So let's just get started. This game's about a Mexican gunslinger who wakes up without his memory in a slave camp in Mexico at this mine. He eventually escapes, gets over the border, and finds that a bunch of people are trying to kill him for something he doesn't remember. And so what he does is he's trying to survive the people who are out to get him, but he's also looking for someone who can help him get his memory back. And that's what a lot of the game is. You just go from place to place, doing missions for people in hopes of finding someone who can help you. And later in the game, you do remember who you are, but we'll get to that when we get there. The first achievement's really easy. Just complete the tutorial. You do that automatically. You don't really get to play the game otherwise. My first bottle breaking achievement I got completely by accident. I was actually using a knife, so I wasn't breaking any bottles, because I had this idea in my head that I would stab everybody, get the stabbing achievements out of the way first. And thankfully, other people were still trying to shoot me, and apparently when they break bottles, it counts as me breaking bottles. So I was able to get the achievement just by dying a lot and having them shoot bottles while trying to get me. I got my first two knife achievements pretty close to each other, kind of in the same level, so 10, 15 kills. Skip achievements are pretty weird because I feel like you get them over the course of your gameplay, or at least I did, purely because I don't know how to leave a conversation without hitting skip. Like, I click and it doesn't leave the conversation, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do to leave it normally. So I use the skip button, and since I die a lot, I skip a lot, and I get it pretty naturally. This level was one that I kept dying on, which meant that I got to farm a lot of achievements. I got my first $10 for the money achievements. I was able to get some bottle breaking achievements by finally using TNT and getting some of my TNT achievements. I was able to farm more knife kills on the patrolling guy. I got all the way up to 15 achievements, and this is the first level where I had to start using my revolver, so I got my 10 and 15 revolver achievements really quickly. It's funny because I had to learn how to use a revolver since I've been only using a knife until that point, and oh, the panic when you have to remember to reload. I found my first pig pen and was excited to stay here and farm the animals to try and get my 100 animal kills achievement, because I don't know when I'm going to find another one. I don't know what the animal density is like throughout the game. But while I was farming, I panicked while dealing with the guys out front and accidentally went on to the next level, and I didn't know at that point how to go back a level, so I thought I was just screwed and I would have to keep going until I was lucky enough to find another pig pen, and I was a little bit upset with myself. I finished up my revolver achievements, skipped 15 dialogue, finished up my knife achievements, got $30, and somehow got my 40th animal kill by accidentally exploding a rat with TNT. And this brings us to the end of Act 1. Act 2 introduces us to the Bandito Man. This guy's gonna help us farm so many achievements. The Bandito Man offers repetitive tasks, which offer a monetary reward at the end for completing them properly, and they just let you farm a whole lot of kills. And guess what, friends? I found another pig level. So yeah, it only took a few loops to get 100 animal kills, and then I didn't have to do it anymore. I have a few strategies for farming kills. Since I go into the level with only the weapon I have, which was a revolver in the beginning, I needed to figure out which enemy was carrying a rifle or shotgun so I could find them, take their weapon, and then farm kills with it. When I die, I respawn again with a revolver. I did get to keep the rifle shotgun when I completed the level, but by that point I had low ammo, so I had to go into the next levels with low ammo. Thankfully, trial and error was my friend. I was able to farm kills that way. Getting the achievement for breaking 70 bottles reminds me I have TNT, so I go a little explosion crazy between my shotgunning and rifling. After getting 100 rifle and dynamite kills, I take a break from farming to get my first perk, which is progress to the Crackjack achievement. When I finish with my shotgun achievements and I start trying to get $100, I stop worrying about kills and just run the missions I know I can complete quickly over and over again. And after that, I'm just sick of the missions altogether. I have to complete 10 of those repetitive tasks for another achievement, but I didn't know how many more I needed to do. I just decided to get on with the story. And I'm glad I did, because I was finally able to meet my favorite weapon in the game, the bow. It's quiet, so it complements my stealthy knife-them-in-the-back approach. It has functionally infinite ammo, because you can pick it back up just all the arrows you fire. The only downside is that there's a really long draw time, so if you get jump scared by a scary knife guy running at you, you're dead. You're dead. That's just it. It's also the only weapon in the game where they sometimes just don't let you keep it at the end of the level. It breaks my heart every time they take away my beautiful bow for like a shotgun or something. Act 3 is where we learn that our protagonist is a real bad dude. He's the leader of like the scariest gang in town, and the slave camp he ended up at is his own camp, and after his people turned on him, they just dumped him there. And when he regains his memories, he's just like, oh yeah, I am the asshole that murdered the Rangers in Palestine. Well, time to keep being an asshole. I want to get revenge on everyone. I pick up a few more perks and decide to just buckle down and do however many more missions I need to get the repetitive tasks perk. Turns out, I only needed one more. So I get it done real fast. Next, Act 4. I'll be honest, I mostly lost track of the story at this point. Not that I was following it very closely to begin with. My interactions with NPCs were limited to, can I kill this guy or not? I pick up my 4th perk and find a piano. This is the first time I figured out that when you start playing the piano, it actually changes the music. I think I maybe had the music turned way down at this point. I just vibe with the piano. Too long vibing with the piano. I also meet this nun prostitute lady. She's not really important to the story in any way, so I don't know why she's, like, here in the game at all. She's just the only character I really remember, except, like, the spider train guy, who's also not really relevant to the story. I get the last perk, and with it, the achievement. I'm feeling real hype at this point. Now comes the last mission. I repeat this mission so many times. Not just because I die a lot, because I do, but that's just standard operating procedure. No, because sometimes my game would just crash. And the thing about the last mission is that there are sub-levels. When you die, you restart at the beginning of the sub-level. When you crash, you restart at the beginning of the level. I crashed so many times, I went insane. I managed to fix it by lowering the performance settings, which finally allowed me to finish the game, and get the achievement. Story-wise, I think our boy gets betrayed. Maybe. I just know he's probably dead. But this isn't the end for us. Oh no, we still have one more achievement. Getting all 15 unique hats. You see, I actually did try to collect hats in the early game, but I crashed a few times, which reset my hat progress, and I was not looking forward to replay the whole game just to try and get all the hats, without crashing, again. Thankfully, there's a loophole, and it is beautiful. See, every time you die and reset a hat level, you keep the hat you picked up in your inventory, but you can still pick up the hat again. Doing so adds another hat to your inventory. So all I had to do was pick up a hat, die, rinse and repeat until I had 15. And voila! I got every single achievement for 12 is better than 6. There is a DLC with this game. Am I gonna play it? Nope. Not for a long time at least. I need a break. Expect another Hexcell video in the future because I need some chill puzzle solving time right now. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you and have a great day.